Hello, I'm back already. I've seen this difficult vinyl tag going round and I thought I'd have a go really. It looked quite interesting. You've only got to show 10 items and yeah, a little bit of a challenge to see whether you can find things or not. And to be honest, I failed at the first one, which is show a long box CD. And long box CDs were not something that you got in the UK at all, really. Not as far as I'm aware. I might have once had a Morrissey CD, which was a US import long box, which was probably from Power Cuts Records in Manchester in the 90s. It used to do loads of discounted items like that, but that's long gone, like a lot of my CDs. But I've got this here, which is Best of Talking Heads, which is 3 CDs plus a DVD, came out in 2003. I got it quite a bit after that, probably. It's quite a nice item. I'm not sure I've ever read it cover to cover. But yeah, I mean, I was probably pretty familiar with Talking Heads by this point. But I think it was the first time I'd heard some of the early singles that weren't on the first album. So yeah, I mean, I've done a playlist of some of these songs, as is the tradition. Yeah, and this one here, Love, Building on Fire, which might have been their first single. I don't think I would have heard that until I got this. And it's really good. Show a Flexi single. So this was a free Flexi with NME promoting Dogman Star. I mean, I used to love that album. I've not listened to it for a long time. Just listened to the Wild Ones again, and yeah, I'll probably listen to this again at some point soon. Quite enjoyed that. Show a record with timing strips. So this is as close as I could get, really. It's a promo. It's Herbie Hancock. Feet Don't Fail Me Now. This is from late 78, but it was released in 79. It's got the timing strips on there. Probably not his best album. I quite like Ready or Not. So yeah, it's just it's literally a white label promo. Show a live album when you were at the gig. So this is Goldfrapp live in 2005. So there was a time where you could go to a gig and you could literally get a recording of the concert after the concert if you waited around for an hour. And that's what this is. So I went to see them in Manchester on the 8th of October, it tells me. Yeah, this was the Supernature tour. So, yeah, that's when I was at. This record is not on Discogs. It is also not on YouTube. And, yeah, I was reading up on the small print here. It's from Johannesburg, sort of a high life record. 6. Show a single where you've got 2 copies. So this is Cocteau Twins, Ice Blink Look. This is the 7. You want to get 1 B-side on this. Really, you want to get the 12 because it's got Watchla, which is one of their best tracks, really. They're kind of known for throwing away amazing things on B-sides and free singles, and yeah, that's one of them. So, yeah, if you don't know that tune and you like Cocteau Twins, I'd have a listen. So, an album that has a CD with it. So, there you go. Dan Lassac and Scroobius Pip and their record Angles from 2008. I'm amazed that I found the CD, but it did come with that. So this is sort of conscious, experimental, electronic hip-hop, early 2000s, 2008. Famously got a rating of 0 on Pitchfork, I think. So not for everybody, but I really like this record. I've not listened to it for a long time, but it's another one I'll probably go back to. Double LP. Yeah, saw them live a couple of times around this time, this release. So yeah, keeper. Show an album and all the singles. So this is the Stone Roses debut. This is not the first release. It's not the embossed sleeve. I think this is probably the second release, or maybe one from Europe. I don't know. It's sort of early. And yeah, there were 5 singles from this. So Made of Stone, Waterfall, She Bangs the Drums, I Want to Be Adored, and The Resurrection. Not necessarily all released with the band's kind of consensus, but yeah, there you go. Show a box set where you've got the CD and the records. So this is the Massive Attack singles box set from '98. This is the one that had the heat sensitive sleeve that after nearly 30 years it's barely working now. The CD one was doing a little bit more, but not much. Very little, in fact. So yeah, this is a nice thing, really. Doesn't get played much. Yeah, you got 11 records in there, all individual sleeves, all with different artwork. So it's all the singles from the first 3 records. And yeah, I think you can see here I paid £65 for that when it came out. And it's got 11 discs with 42 mixes. And then with the CD, it's pretty much exactly the same, except you've got 11 CDs with 63 tracks. And really, that's why CDs were better than records in the 90s. Yeah, number 10, last of all, a song that features your name. So this is Sandinista by The Clash. And here we go. Where is it? Charlie Don't Surf, which is a good tune. That's it. Cheers.